Hey there, single mama. So it's just a word of encouragement today, particularly if you're going through a difficult time in your life. And it's based on the story of Joseph from Genesis 50, verse 20. It reads, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." So, as I said, if you're going through a difficult period in your life, sometimes it can be difficult to see the wood for the trees. You may feel like you're going to be stuck in that part of your story forever. But just remember, it's simply a part of your story. There's a whole book written about your life. God is the author of that. And He's made provision for the bad parts. Now, as you sit in that pit there, as Joseph did, you may be thinking, I'm going to be stagnant here forever. How long is this going to go on? As Joseph, he was in that sort of predicament for 13 years. It took 13 years for him to go from the pit to the palace. But well, however long it takes, just know that it's simply a chapter of your story. It could be a long chapter, a long, frustrating chapter, but it is just a chapter. And one day you'll be able to look back from this expected good end that God has for you and just see that it was just a chapter. So just stay faithful in the area that you're in. Remember that Joseph he remained steadfast. He didn't sort of throw the toys out of the pram and berate God and go off the rails because he was having a hard time of it, and he maybe couldn't see in the natural how he was going to be taken to a place where his family would bow down to him, where he'd be in the elevated position. So just because you can't see it with your physical eyes, your natural eyes, just keep trusting God. Know that He is faithful, so you can afford to remain faithful, and please do that. And just know that this is part of your story and that you will get to that expected end at the appointed time. God is always on time. He knows what He's doing. He's got you in the palm of His hand. So just stay faithful and know it's just a chapter. It will come to an end and you'll get to where God has planned for you to be. Okay? Until next time, lots of love. God bless you.